Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're running an accounting firm right now, or maybe you're a tax professional, you already know that growing your practice is incredibly rewarding. But let's be honest, the daily operational grind, it is just exhausting. So today, we're doing a highly focused breakdown on a strategic partner that's actually helping modern CPA firms conquer that exact overwhelm. We're going to look at exactly how you can take your firm from bottlenecked and stressed out to fully scaled and thriving.
All right, let's quickly map out our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the CPA capacity problem. Second, we'll meet ANTM CPA Alliance. Third, services that scale firms. Fourth, a seamless 6-step process. And finally, we'll wrap up with the ANTM CPA guarantee.
Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, the CPA capacity problem, identifying the growth bottleneck. To really understand the solution here, we first need to acknowledge the daily reality for so many US-based firms right now. I want to ask you this critical question directly, and I really want you to think about it. Is operational overload stalling your growth? You probably have this incredible desire to offer high-level advisory services, to actually sit down with your clients and help them strategize. But instead, you're weighed down by the stress of compliance work, scrambling to catch up on reconciliations, and just making sure the daily operations don't completely fall apart. It's a massive roadblock.
And the divide in the industry right now is just stark. It's literally a tale of two firms. On one side, you have the traditional firm, totally bogged down in daily bookkeeping, that relentless tax preparation, and all the tedious compliance paperwork. Their capacity is completely capped because, well, there are only so many hours in a day. But on the other side, you have the scaled firm. They focus entirely on their core expertise, those high-margin advisory services and real client growth. How? Because they actively leverage outsourced operational support. You can either be trapped in the weeds of the traditional model, or you can make the leap to the scaled model.
Moving right along to Section 2, meet ANTM CPA Alliance, your dedicated back-office solution.
So who exactly is the guide that's rescuing firms from that operational overload we just talked about? Well, it starts with a big number, 10. ANTM CPA Alliance brings 10 years of proven experience to this exact field. This isn't some startup trying to figure out the accounting industry on your dime. This is a full decade of establishing undeniable authority and meticulously refining processes to perfectly integrate with U.S. firms.
Crucially, ANTM CPA Alliance is a team of highly qualified chartered accountants operating out of India, and they are exclusively dedicated to providing expert tax, audit, and financial back-office support to U.S. accounting professionals. They essentially act as a seamless extension of your existing domestic team, like a whole other wing of your office, smoothly managing the heavy lifting of accounting and compliance from abroad.
10x. Okay, this is a truly fascinating part of their core philosophy. You pay for their service, and they are intensely, absolutely focused on giving you 10 times the value in return. They measure this 10x value through concrete deliverables, flawless, accurate reporting, radically faster response times, and the smart use of tools that directly save you time and money. It's a seriously aggressive commitment to your ROI.
Which brings us to Section 3, services that scale firms, or your expanded arsenal.
Let's actually look at how this builds your firm's capability without taking on the exponential overhead of hiring multiple full-time domestic staff members. First up, virtual CFO services. This gives you the ability to offer expert financial guidance to your clients without bearing the massive cost of a full-time CFO on your payroll. Next, audit support. This provides the professional, meticulous assistance required to ensure audits are smooth and totally stress-free. Then there's bookkeeping and accounting, literally the lifeblood of the firm, keeping your financial records accurate and incredibly efficient. And finally, tax preparation delivers comprehensive solutions that ensure absolute compliance while maximizing efficiency during tax season. Every single one of these services directly empowers you to securely offload essential operations.
All right, on to Section 4, a seamless 6-step process, focusing on frictionless integration.
B2B audiences, especially in finance, often fear the friction of onboarding, right? Outsourcing sounds amazing until you think about the total headache of setting it up. But this logical, step-by-step workflow eliminates that friction entirely. It starts with Step 1, a true business understanding, taking the time to actually learn your specific, tailored needs. Step 2 is Scope and Agreements, where all deliverables and timelines are clearly documented. Step 3 is vital, strictly secure data, ensuring safe, seamless access to your accounting software. Then comes workflow documentation, mapping out exact processes and assigning roles, so there's literally zero confusion. Step 5 is the real test, the first close and transition, where they handle that first monthly close to ensure a completely smooth start. And finally, Step 6, ongoing support, featuring regular check-ins and a dedicated contact. It's total transparency, explicitly designed to protect your firm.
And finally, Section 5, the ANTM CPA Guarantee, a totally risk-free partnership.
Everything we've discussed today is anchored by this foundational mission to empower U.S. CPAs by delivering exceptional back-office support, enabling CPAs to focus on their core expertise in advisory and client service. It is just perfectly aligned with the overall goal of turning a struggling, bogged-down traditional firm into a thriving, highly profitable scaled practice. They don't want to replace you. They exist strictly to empower you.
And they back that mission up with 4 non-negotiable core values. Integrity, maintaining the absolute highest standards of honesty and ethical practice. Commitment, bringing unwavering dedication and timely support right when you need it most. That 10x value addition we discussed earlier, ensuring you get real, tangible benefits. And prompt communication, guaranteeing rapid, expert solutions so you are never, ever left waiting in the dark. Their team is totally committed to your long-term success.
Which brings us to the ultimate bottom line of this explainer. ANTM CPA Alliance supports accounting firms by taking over outsourced operations so completely and so confidently that they offer one definitive guarantee: no satisfaction, no fees, period. It removes the risk from the equation entirely. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap up. If your operational back office could instantly transition from a stressful daily liability to a guaranteed, frictionless asset, what incredible new heights could your accounting firm achieve tomorrow? Reach out to ANTM CPA Alliance and find out for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, and keep learning.